What's going on, everyone? It's your average consumer, and today I've got an unboxing video for you guys of the brand new Google Nexus 9. Now, I've heard some concerns about the quality of this tablet, so I'm gonna let you guys know my first impressions and if there's any reason for concern. But hey, let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. And alright guys, here we have the Google Nexus 9, if you couldn't tell by the big 9 on the box. But taking a look around it, you can see that this is clearly the year for all white boxes. This is the 16GB Wi-Fi model. There is going to be an LTE version available, but it isn't out yet. But really guys, there's not much to the box. This is it. In the back you will get to see a picture at least. And you can have these little, it has these little cutouts right here. So let's get the unboxing knife and actually tear that off. So there goes one, and there goes the other, and boom. Now I am a little concerned. I was excited about this tablet, but after seeing some things online, I'm not so sure it's going to live up to my expectations. Now, I was a huge Nexus 10 user. Like, I used it quite a bit, and it's still my main tablet, like Android tablet today, so I'm hoping that this will be okay. But let's see if we can get this thing out. We have a little piece of tape here. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. So it's out, but let's put this to the side for now and see what else we get. We've of course got some booklets. It says Nexus on the top in blue. We've also got the 9 inside of that, and this is pretty much going to be a warranty information, setup guide, blah blah blah. Nothing we really need here. So we're gonna put this stuff to the side as well, and let's see what else comes in the box. Of course, you've got your micro USB cable and your wall adapter. Now this is HTC made, so you will see some HTC branding here on the wall adapter. So got some HTC branding on the wall adapter and a regular micro USB cable. Let's see how long this is. And it's a decent length. Not that long, so you won't be able to plug this into like a nightstand or, you know, a desk and use your tablet. This is just not that long, so I wish it were a little bit longer. The Nexus 10 had a very long USB cable. But let's put all of this stuff aside now and let's take a look at the tablet. And all right, so here it is. This is the Nexus 9. So let's peel this off. Okay, and boom. Okay. So this definitely reminds me of the Nexus 7 as far as the feel in the back, and it looks like a blown up Nexus 5, which is not a bad thing. The front kind of reminds me of the iPad, to be honest. It has the large bezels at the top and bottom and the small bezels on the sides. And we've got a little dust here, which is pretty common for Nexus devices for some reason. But I've got some dust there. Let's clean that off. So let's start off with the front. If you couldn't tell, this is a 9-inch display. Above that, we've got a 1.6 megapixel front-facing camera. And at the top and bottom, we've got the boom sound speakers that HTC is known for. The HTC One M8 had amazing speakers, so this has some big shoes to fill. Considering that this is a tablet, I definitely am expecting this to sound amazing. So hopefully they got that right. Let's take a look around. Oh wow, so the first thing I'm noticing right now is that the screen, now you heard that click, the actual bezel around it wasn't completely connected to the back of the tablet, so I just clicked it in place. Not a good sign. I'm hoping that that's not something that happens a lot. I don't want to see the back separate from the screen. So yeah, let's continue with the tour. Now the back has an 8 megapixel rear camera with flash. Also, you've got that Nexus branding that you'll usually see on Nexus devices. To the right, we have the power button and the volume rocker. Now I heard that these are pretty flush within the tablet. It is pretty flush, gotta admit, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be a problem. I'll see with day-to-day use if this is actually going to be an issue, but it does seem pretty flush from the first impressions here. Up top, you do have your 3.5mm headphone jack, and at the bottom, you have your micro USB port, so you can charge this thing. and pretty much that's about it. The sides are supposed to have like these nice metal bezels, which actually feels pretty decent. Like I said, this really reminds me of an iPad from the front. But let's get this thing started. Let's turn this thing on and see what Lollipop has in store for us. Now this does carry the latest version of Android 5.0 Lollipop, and it's supposed to have a ton of great features. A ton of apps have been redesigned for the whole material design thing that Android is going with now. So I'm very, very excited about that. So while it's booting up, let's make a quick comparison to the Nexus 10. As I mentioned before, the Nexus 10 has been my main Android tablet, and I love going back to this tablet. This is my go-to tablet for everything. And as you can see, what's different here is that this seemed like it'd be more comfortable in landscape and portrait mode because of the 4:3 aspect ratio, whereas with the Nexus 10 it was mainly a landscape kind of thing for me. Portrait mode just seemed a little odd, but I love this tablet though. It's still a great tablet. But yeah, so it looks a bit different. It's a little wider, it's a little shorter, but yeah, so let's get rid of this. Let's actually set this thing up, and I'll take a quick look around and give you guys my first impressions. So far as the build quality goes, it doesn't seem too bad, but having to click the back end didn't leave the best impression on me. I did also hear that you can actually press down on the back a bit, and you can feel a slight gap between the back and the actual tablet. And I do feel it a teeny tiny bit. Definitely not as bad. Well, I feel it a bit, but I don't think it's going to be an issue at all. Feeling this, you'd really have to be looking out for it. Not a problem. I don't think this is going to be a big deal. Alright guys, so I just connected this to my Wi-Fi, but it does seem like I have to update it. So once I finally get past this and the setup process, then I'll give you guys my full impressions. Alright, so update's installed. Now we got the little welcome pop-up. So we'll just click got it, and here it is. And like I said, this is running Android 5.0. This is Lollipop. You can see some of the changes here as far as like the notifications. You can switch your brightness, move it all around. Yeah, so this is pretty much it. There's gonna be a lot of apps to go through. I haven't set up my accounts or anything yet, but a lot of tons of apps and whatnot to go through. I can't wait to try it all out. But overall guys, I'm liking it so far. I'm definitely gonna put it through its paces and see if it's gonna replace my Nexus 10 as my main like in-bed tablet. So I'll let you guys know my full impressions, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, be the cool guy that gives it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content from me. Till the next video guys, it's your average consumer. Peace.